right, what is up, everyone? Watching on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel to another episode number 10 of NX3. We are the three who cover NXT right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. We're going to talk about June 15th episode 2021, all the fallout from In Your House. I'm Romeo. I'm joined by my two good brothers. We'll start with the marijuana enthusiast Chris G.
Oh yeah, what's going on, guys?
What is going on? And also the three-time baby making Le Champion, Ness. What is going on?
Nothing much. Ready to talk about this episode of NXT because it's a good one.
Yes, please give us a thumbs up, share this video, leave a comment, let us know what you thought. And, of course, subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Don't miss all the videos we be pumping out every day, all week long. NXT started with William Regal, the same way he left and ended In Your House with a tear in his eye. And, oh, my goodness, the acting here. Just a masterpiece. Promo on the mic, the stuttering, the choking up, the tears, reflecting on everything NXT has meant to him. No longer fit for the job, he says, with all the chaos going on. But before he can officially quit, the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT champion Karrion Kross with Scarlett interrupt. And to anyone who thought Karrion was a babyface, you can throw that right out the window. The first thing he says is, "You're crying? Pathetic." Kross wants to hear Regal say he was right, and then walk his ass out, never come back. And then Samoa Joe's music plays to a big pop, as big of a pop as they can muster in that small arena. That Bobsky fucking theme I thought I was never going to hear again. Regal invited Joe because he wanted him to take his spot. And Joe turns it down in respect, but is more than happy to make sure that Regal gets the respect he deserves from everybody else. So he's going to be an enforcer, sort of. And Regal says it's interesting. He cannot make Joe a competitor, and Joe cannot lay a hand on anyone unless provoked. Kross shakes his head in disgust. Joe accepts. Asks Kross what is he still doing in the ring. TikTok, young champion. Joe is going to kill you, chance. Kross exits. And I thought, what a opening segment. A+ mic work from all three of these men. Fantastic segment. Chris?
My favorite part was Regal going, get it together. Like he's about to start bawling out crying. I enjoyed this. I hope next week we really don't see Kross come out and cut a promo talking about being the fucking champion for the fans and confuse everybody once again, because who knows. But yeah, glad to see Samoa Joe back. You know, I guess he's not wrestling, but he can still put hands on people. I guess that's good enough, right?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed this a lot more than I was expecting to. Not just for the Joe part, because you know that's amazing in itself. But I actually found myself interested. Yes, you guys are saying shocker to yourselves. I found myself interested in Karrion Kross in this position that they had him. Of course, he stopped with the flip-flopping of, you know, the Big Show heel and face turns, and now he's back to being a heel. I think that was just that was a perfect way to move forward after the Fatal 5-Way, and now like the focus is solely back on him. So getting back to being, you know, the top guy, the heel, get all that heat. I think the fact that they did that made Joe returning so much more better. That made everybody even more happier, because clearly Kross is just going to be a bigger pain in the side of Regal going forward. But now Regal has Samoa Joe to combat all of that. So I think everything just worked out. All the pieces fell in place where they should. And I got to give it an A+ for that opening segment as well. It was très magnifique, as the French would say. I think. I ain't French, but I think that's what they would say.
Now, Samoa Joe gets a big pay cut, I assume, from going from a superstar contract on the main roster to a on-screen character on NXT. And I know a lot of people were disappointed to hear him going back to NXT. You know, they wanted to see him wrestle again, go somewhere like AEW, New Japan, wherever, Impact. But I guess he still gets a nice little paycheck for very, very little work on NXT. Good for him. Are you disappointed or are you happy for the guy?
No, at this point, he's up there. He's had a lot of injuries. Like, I understand he wants some stability, and that makes sense. And who knows? He could possibly be a trainer in NXT, as that's probably what they're grooming him towards as well. Like, who wouldn't want to fucking be trained under Samoa Joe? Like,
I mean, it kind of sucks that we're not going to see him wrestle anytime soon. There's a little disappointment there, I guess. But I mean, at the same time, I'm just happy to see him as an on-screen character rather than just being on the booth doing commentary.
Breezango versus Imperium. Tyler Breeze gets the hot tag and wins with I thought, a beautiful inside cradle to Fabian. And Imperium very sour grapes after. They lay out both of Breezango and drape their Imperium flag over Tyler's lifeless body. Will Walter accept this? Does this satisfy his mission statement? They lost, but they do stand tall. Was the mat proven sacred, Ness?
no, it wasn't, because this match, I could have definitely did without this match. It wasn't bad, but I had a feeling that's how it exactly was going to play out, and I was right, but it was just like, was it needed? For all that, they could have just kicked Breezango's ass from the jump, and who gives a fuck about the match? But, Walter doesn't I'm pretty sure he doesn't accept failure. So, yeah, he doesn't like that at all. But, I mean, I guess it's a feather in their cap.
What makes you say that? Is it the 800-day title?
Exactly. Like, he doesn't take no L's. He hasn't taken an L in like almost 3 years, damn near. So, of course, he doesn't like that.
I mean, the match was decent. I just thought it was a little too long. There's no reason why there should be a play-by-play commercial break for this match. Honestly, it's Breezango and fucking Imperium. I hope once it comes back and just chops all four of these guys.
They didn't even get an entrance. It's like, so that's why I expect them to win. Fucking Breezango they're just in the ring. So I'm like, oh, all right, it's gonna be a squash. It'll be over. The shit was like it had a commercial break, like Chris said. Like,
William Regal and security break up a fight backstage with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. Regal books both of them in a straight-up match at Great American Bash. Next week, they can pick their opponents for each other, he says. And Samoa Joe gets right to work, breaking up their fights. Adam Cole foolishly shoves him. Provoked. Samoa Joe is provoked officially. Joe then chokes out Cole in the coquina clutch. When he wakes up, tell him Mr. Regal expects a decision. I loved it. So bossed by Joe. And, I usually hate actually working on my first day of work, but hey, Samoa Joe, right to work. Chris.
Sometimes I don't even show up to my first day of work. So good job.
Shit.
No. Good job by Joe putting in that effort as soon as he walked into the door. But this is perfect. Let him choke out Adam Cole in the back, and then he's just so gangster. Tell him when he wakes up, tell him Regal he expects a decision. I mean, good shit all around.
Nah, I just like the contrast between the two. Or Kyle, he's respectful. He's the baby face. So you see Joe comes up, wants to break it up. He's just, all right, fuck it, Joe, you got it.
Well, after Joe slammed him into the garage door.
Well, yeah. Then he was just like, you know what? All right, you got it. You win. You win. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Like, don't push me. Don't push me. All right, you got it, fam. You got it.
Yeah, exactly. Because on the other hand, we have Adam Cole, who put his hands on Samoa Joe.
What a heel.
Yeah, what a dumbass. Because then he got put to sleep. He got put to sleep in like 5 seconds. So, yeah. But that was entertaining, man. That's the intrigue of having Joe on the roster. It's like there's going to be guys that are going to try him, and then there's going to be guys that are going to be like, all right, fuck it, I don't want them problems. So it's just who we going to see going to be the ones that try him, and then be the ones that get their ass kicked.
I know you two guys are very hyped, very happy because Santos Escobar, with a promo backstage, calls out Bronson Reed for a one-on-one match for the North American Championship. Happy, guys? You happy?
I'll be happy when he wins.
If he wins. When? Yeah. Oh, when he wins.
Well, I mean,
not if.
I'll say if. I'll say, oh yeah, I'm gonna change it to if, because who knows if he doesn't win now, I just give him the fuck up. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, if he doesn't win, just automatically give that episode a thumbs up. Don't even fucking ask me. I mean, a thumbs down. Don't even ask me.
Hey, you had me confused there. Kushida Open Challenge answered by Trey Baxter, formerly Blake Christian. Kyle O'Reilly comes down to get a closer look at the match. Kushida wins with a hoverboard lock. There's a show of respect after between both competitors. Kyle O'Reilly and Kushida then square off. Kyle challenges him to a match next week. Sounding like it's non-title, because he wants to fight the best. I thought Cole was going to pick Kyle O'Reilly's opponent, or am I lost? Whatever. Sounds great. I can't wait.
Yeah, I was a little confused too. I thought they were supposed to pick each other's opponents, but he picked his own opponent. Maybe Cole was still sleeping backstage, and Regal was like, "Fuck it, fuck it.
Good point.
We'll just assign him to somebody, and then Kyle, go pick your own." But the match was cool. If you've seen Blake Christian before, which you've seen him on, me and Ness have seen him on Impact. So like right before he came to NXT. So we know that this was only a taste of what's to come for him, but he's actually a pretty good hand. So I hope we see more of him. What's his name again?
Trey Baxter.
Trey Baxter, yeah.
I fucking hate that name.
Not a fan, but
I fucking hate it.
He doesn't strike me as a Trey.
Right now, he looks like a fucking Blake.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Blake Christian.
Yeah, man. Like I hate the name too, because again, and it kind of just reminds me of like Trey Miguel, because they both wrestle almost the same style. Trey Miguel is a little bit more technical, but I'm a huge fan of Blake Christian. Or Trey Baxter now, whatever fuck you want to call him. I'm happy that he went out there, was able to show what he can do, because like Chris said, we've watched him on Impact, and that literally was like a taste of what he can do, and he did great, especially in a debuting match on national television against one of the best wrestlers in the world, in Kushida, and like he held his own, made the match very competitive. There was times where I thought that he could have pulled out a win, and that's what you want to do, to get people invested in your matches. You never know where they're gonna go. So I hope down the line we get to see him get utilized in a more prominent role on NXT television, and even at some point maybe even become NXT Cruiserweight Champion. But again, down the line, I'm not rushing it. But yeah, this was a great match and a very great debut for Trey Baxter. I hate that. I do. He does not look like a Trey. Baxter, the last name's cool. I'm not feeling the Trey part.
I think Kushida's Open Challenge so far has been fun. It's a nice showcase to see what the future holds for NXT with the guys that just got there, while also not really weakening Kushida, because Kushida's been coming out on top. Prediction time next week: Kyle O'Reilly versus Kushida. Oh my God, I mentioned the records, the prediction records. Chris with a bad week. He fell to 11-6, and me and Ness are on top. How quickly everything changes. 12-5. Who you got? Kyle O'Reilly, Kushida. I think it's going to be, honestly, not non-finished, but I'll say Kyle O'Reilly. Ness?
I actually would have to agree with you with that, because once again, we have not heard about Cole's opponent. So knowing Adam Cole, he's like, fuck a match. I'm just going to break up their match. Come down there and ruin it.
But if you had to pick someone, just for the record.
Well, yeah, of course. I'll pick Kyle.
Chris?
Damn, do I want to risk it and try to get back in the lead? No, I'll go.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
yeah, right. It's only the 10th episode, damn it. Yeah, I'll go with Kyle.
Frankie Monet says next week an encore performance of her debut. She compliments Aaliyah and Jessie Camilla, saying she thought that their match at TakeOver. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's at TakeOver. That was like pre-show shit.
She thought they did good in their match and that they would win, but Robert Stone got involved. And Robert Stone appears, says hi to the ladies. Frankie tells him she was just telling the girls how good they did and they should probably listen to Stone more. She leaves. Robert Stone talks up how great she is. Thankfully, Aaliyah and Jesse don't snitch. Innocent segment, or is this leading to more?
Oh yeah, that's leading to more. They're not winning with Robert Stone, so
nobody wins with Robert Stone.
Exactly. So with that being said, who knows? Frankie can have a little stable of her own. Why not? Do something because fucking Aaliyah's been there since forever. And what's the other chick's name?
Jessie Camilla.
Yeah, Jessie. She can use a little bit more spotlight on her. I think she's definitely better than Aaliyah. But yeah, they're not going anywhere with Robert Stone. Robert Stone brands like great value brand and shit. It's cheap as fuck and it's not really gonna. I mean, he'll get the job done, but he's not getting the job done. So yeah, it's time to find a new brand.
Robert Stone is as valuable as a shit flavored lollipop. But I've been wanting a woman's stable in some form or fashion, like an actual stable that's just all women. I feel like we don't get any of those, you know what I mean? So I think Frankie Monet would be a good leader for one, and Aaliyah and Jesse, why not?
Mercedes Martinez says she's not going anywhere after Tian Shaw beat her up, threatens Mei Ling, and tells Xia Li that they're still just 1-1. And it's time for the coronation of LA Knight. And I pretty much wrote this entire segment in the group chat before it happened. I didn't see it coming, but it just came to me. I was like, man, that would be really cool if this happened. And this was just brilliant writing to me. And because of this segment, I forgive the result of what happened on Sunday. LA Knight talking up Ted DiBiase, then asked to officially be crowned the $1 Million champion. Pyro goes off in celebration. LA Knight says he's got everything that he wants. It's time to drop what he doesn't need. Punches Ted. Ted takes $1 million bump. Man, at his age, LA Knight yells at him, saying the belt belongs to him now. He's the only true $1 Million champion. Starts putting the boots to Ted. Cameron Grimes with the save. LA Knight runs away after a few shots from Grimes. Grimes checks on Ted, who had some weird selling. Looked like he was smiling and laughing. I guess he's just glad to be alive after that bump. I don't know.
I thought he was laughing.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
He should be like,
serious Cameron Grimes yells at LA Knight he's going to pay, and he crossed the line. Serious babyface Grimes. What'd you think of this segment, Ness?
I thought it was good. I'm not even gonna lie. As much as I didn't want LA Knight to win the $1 Million championship, I feel as though it fits his character, and it was kind of fucked up because I think he was really trying to have a moment with Ted, and the crowd was like, "No, you're not Cameron Grimes. Fuck you, Bucko." Like they were just shitting all over it because he was literally trying to have a heart-to-heart. Regardless of being on TV, being part of the storyline, I think like he was really trying to have that moment with him. But then just to turn around and, turn on Ted, get that heat. This is just building up ultimately for Cameron Grimes to eventually get the $1 Million championship. It doesn't need to be a long reign. It can be a quick reign for LA Knight, but as long as it gets into the hands of Cameron Grimes, that's all we want.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind LA Knight winning the match. I just wanted Cameron Grimes to win more.
Yeah.
But I really don't mind LA Knight like as a champion. Like he is the perfect.
All of a sudden they're doing something with LA Knight, and LA Knight looks pretty good.
I mean, I've been liking him since they brought him in. Besides his fucking name, but other than that, I've been all aboard the LA Knight train. So I like where they're going with this, and I hope Cameron Grimes finally gets his shining moment. It's a little weird to see him like a serious babyface, but it's cool. I like it.
Raquel and Dakota backstage interview. Raquel says she's got to get some gold for her girl Dakota. Eyes on the tag team gold. Ember and Shotzi held back by officials and William Regal. They're talking shit. Samoa Joe's there too. Thankfully, doesn't get provoked here. Doesn't choke out Shotzi or Ember. That would have been a rough night, you know.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
do
man.
that
He'd probably have to choke out Raquel. She's kind of big.
I think Shotzi would have liked that shit. Choke me.
Yeah.
Choke me.
And then it's Raquel and Dakota versus Casey and Caden. Dakota wins it. GTK on Casey. I thought Casey really brought it here. You could see the improvement. You know, she's so unique in her movements, sliding all over the place. Pretty fluid. They even did one of those silly string moves that Private Party does. I thought it was nice. What do you think of this tag team match, Ness?
I really like this match way more than I was expecting to, honestly. It was a great showing from Casey and Caden. They had this pretty much, I think this match highlighted what they can do. And it kind of sucks because they don't get, they have their matches, but I don't think they get like nearly enough recognition or push as a team and actually being very good in the ring. You know, clearly had to be they were going to push Dakota and Raquel for the storyline for us, them trying to be the tag team champion, the women's tag team champions. But yeah, Casey and Caden, they definitely should get those titles at some point fairly soon because they improved so much, and then like just teaming together, and they seem in sync, and their synergy is very, very good. I was thoroughly entertained by this match, and I definitely didn't expect it to be. I don't know. I'm on the Casey and Caden. I already like Caden, but like, yeah, this like really.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's on the Casey and Caden Express.
Yeah, I am, man. It's just
they need a tag team name.
Yeah, Casey and Caden. Yeah, you guys need a real name. Like, I guess Ninja Warriors or whatever you call yourself.
Well, then they're gonna need ninja gear.
Yeah.
This is WWE.
Oh,
Chris,
God,
do you agree?
Don't call them that. Never mind. Don't call
They
them
need
that.
ninja gear. Do I agree? They need ninja gear. They're like a bunch of fucking Tenshu characters. No, I'm good. But we haven't seen them in a while, so it was a good reintroduction of them into the tag team division, especially now like that the tag team titles have been kind of established. So
you could tell these two have been working together, like working on coming up with shit.
Well, I think they started like a little bit before like that whole Xia Li shit that they went through. They were putting on some matches, and you can tell their chemistry was good, and like they were getting innovative. But now it looks like they have a little bit more time, and they're a little bit more crisp. Where it's like shit, like they're a solid tag team. So it was a good way to reintroduce them, and I hope we see more of them as a tag team going towards that goal in the future.
Everrise call out Hit Row for destroying their Playhouse and their In Your House pre-show that none of us watched. They rebuilt it. It looked like shit. We have to do a prediction for this. Hit Row versus Everrise. I got Hit Row. Is that unanimous?
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat. No, yeah, I'm going with fucking Hit Row. Yeah.
You almost swerved me there, bro. You almost swerved me.
I see what you did there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mean that. Nice. Io Shirai with a promo. She's back. She feels good. Her next target is and interrupted. Candice says Io picked the wrong time to screw with her. Indy jumps Io from behind. They put her on the announce table and tease Indy doing the elbow drop. Zoe Stark with the save. I personally thought like Saray was gonna come make a save, but it's Zoe. Is this a new tag team or is this a one-off? What do you think, Chris?
I think there's a one-off. I think it's just a way to get Io some momentum again. You go back to that cage match where however many years ago between Io and Candice, where it was like it kind of solidified Io and Candice as like big players for NXT. So you just rehash that to try to get the momentum back. I get it. They'll put on some good matches. But yeah, I think it's a one-off.
I also think it's a one-off, but I wouldn't mind for them to be a tag team again. You got Io Shirai being one of, if not one, probably the best, one of the, arguably one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. And then Zoe Starks, man, I've just becoming more and more of a fan every time that she's on weekly TV. They put a lot of stake into her because, again, I've been saying this. She came out of left field, and she's been having a prominent role in the women's division on NXT. So, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at them rewarding her with a tag team championship run. You know, might be a little bit too soon for Io Shirai to regain gold, but you know, I'm not hating. I'm not mad at it.
Joe and Regal backstage asked about how their night is going, interrupted by Gargano and Theory, completely marking out for Joe. Johnny says, "Saw what you did to Adam earlier. Loved it." Says Joe is exactly what this place needed. Joe then asks Johnny for a big favor, get out. Pete Dunne walks in, and Joe and Pete stare each other down. And at this point, I'm just like, man, they're doing way too much teasing that eventually Samoa Joe is going to have matches in NXT. And Joe and Cross, Joe and Dunne, oh my God. Or are we just getting the wrestling equivalent of blue balls here?
The bluest.
All right. Ciampa Thatcher versus GYV. Tornado tag team match. I love tornado tag matches. You see them unofficially all the time in AEW when Rick Knox is refereeing. But here we have an official tornado tag team match. These guys go about 17 minutes. Ciampa with an air raid crash on Gibson on the announce table. I am the table. These fucking NXT tables. Jesus. Built out of steel? They never break. Fairy tale ending on Drake in the ring. And then Thatcher with the ankle lock at the same time. Ciampa, Thatcher pose. And Ciampa yells into the camera, "This was our takeover." Next, and before he could even finish a sentence, they cut to Regal Joe in the parking lot. Joe shakes Regal's hand and says, "Night one of many." And Regal drives off to end the show. Ciampa Thatcher, I guess the next logical move is MSK, a tag team title shot. And that should be a banger. This match was a banger too, I thought. Ness?
Yeah, definitely a great match. Like this is what we expected. Carnage all over the place. They just utilized the time and just the action in the match matched up. I do got to throw this out there because I got to gloat. You guys picked Grizzled Young Vets. I picked Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. Just wanted to throw that out there because I don't get to do that a lot, but glad I was right.
All right. We're still tied, 12-5. Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
We're not 11-6 like Chris, but yeah.
Whatever. I enjoyed the match. It was hard hitting. All four guys beat the shit out of each other. You know what you're gonna get with Grizzled Young Veterans, but Timmy and Ciampa just showing out as a tag team. It's still kind of weird to see, but I like it. I wouldn't mind watching them versus MSK, even though I don't think they would win, but it would be a good match. So I'm here for it.
Match of the night. I think we all agree the main event.
Yep.
By the way, this is our 10th episode, guys. Through 10 episodes, who do you think has had the most matches of the night here on NX3?
Probably Kyle.
I was thinking that. I was going to go with Kyle.
It's a tie. Kushida and Santos Escobar.
And ironically, probably the last time that we picked them, they were in the same match together.
MVP, I'm going to go with everyone in that opening segment. Regal, Joe, Cross. Ness?
I'm just giving straight to Joe, honestly. Yeah, like that whole opening segment, which I agree everybody should get props for it, but it was pretty much basically centered around Joe. So I think I should give him some love for his new job.
Got to be Samoa Joe, right? Choking out Adam Cole and them, telling him to go to Regal's office after. That's like your mom. It's like your mom beating your ass, and then like when you're done crying like a little bitch, come get your dinner. You got it, ma.
Who do you think has had the most MVPs on NX3 so far?
Definitely not Everrise.
Definitely not. Hell no.
Cross, maybe?
Santos Escobar? I don't know.
God, all that for that? Jeez.
I know.
It's a tie. Kushida, again.
I was going to say, fuck, I should have said Kushida.
And Cameron Grimes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
of course. Yeah, I didn't even
Should have.
Yeah.
Should have thought about it.
Jabroni of the night for me, Robert Stone. Ness.
Adam Cole got choked out. Trying to play with the big boys.
I'm gonna just give it to Everrise, man. Every time they just pop up on my screen, it's just like, you guys are getting it.
Who do you think has been Jabroni of the night the most times on NXT?
Everrise.
And Regal. I gave it to Regal like 5 weeks in a row.
Regal's in second place, tied. Everrise is definitely first.
Yeah. Should have known.
Regal's not gonna be LVP no more.
Nah, yeah, Regal. Yeah, I'll take the time to publicly apologize to William Regal. I've been giving you a lot of shit, but when you were doing that whole promo and like you seemed like you were going to retire, it did hit different. It hit me right in the feels, and I felt bad after all the shit that I've been saying about you. Because we love you, Regal. We just want you to fucking get your nuts out of like just be a man up. But now you
it was all leading to something.
Exactly.
It wasn't just cuz.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad because if it was just cuz that seems to happen a lot with WWE programming.
We'll put our thumbs out, and 3, 2, 1 will be thumbs up or thumbs down for this edition of NXT. 3, 2, 1. Unanimous thumbs up. And that's also what you thought in the True Heels Facebook group. You gave it a unanimous thumbs up. But hey, if you're watching this, you go in there and vote. Maybe you could change it. Change the tide. And for NXT as a whole, through 10 episodes, I am the only one to have given any thumbs down for any episode. So everything else has either been a thumbs up or thumbs in the middle for NXT.
I'm easily entertained if it makes sense.
It's much easier to enjoy this when you don't have Dynamite going up against it.
Well, yeah, that too. I'm gonna start being more stricter because I seem like I'm just like it's cool. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want, and I'm gonna like it. That's definitely not the case.
I should have never told you that. The NXT TV rating, 695,000 viewers, up 26,000 viewers. Ness, where can everyone find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at skinny__Kravitz. Catch me right here on the True Heat YouTube channel. I'm one half of Fusion of Honor with my man, the Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review MLW Fusion and Ring of Honor. You can also catch me on Blunt Impact and Joints and Jabronis with Chris G, where we review Impact Wrestling. Obviously, you can catch me on NX3 with, once again, Chris G and RAC in the place to be. Roundtable Rebel, catch me on the roundtables. And as always, you can hear my illustrious voice on True Toxicity. Oh, by the way, we just did the Takeover in Your House roundtable. It's me, Chris G, and Top Guy JJ. Go check that out if you haven't. Boom. Cheap plug.
Chris?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at True Heel Chris G. Of course, right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, Blunt Impact, Joints and Jabronis, NX3 with these fine gentlemen. Of course, the In Your House roundtable that Ness mentioned. I think we have an Impact Against All Odds Blunt Impact special you guys could also check out. And True Toxicity when we get back.
You can find me, Romeo, the Pride of NY, Twitter and Instagram, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Check out our new episode of Rated Raw. Superstars, me and drunk guy JJ talking everything that happened on Monday Night Raw. So you don't have to watch it. You can just watch us and listen to it. Listen to our hilarious recap and review. This week we had a special guest, this guy, Ness. Thank you for joining us again, Ness.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Also, True Rewind coming back soon. Me, SB3, Drunk Guy, going back to the Monday Night War, NX3, like the guys mentioned, and check out a Hell in a Cell, a roundtable review this Sunday, 30 minutes after the pay-per-view ends. I'm so excited to see Roman Reigns and Rey Mysterio and Hell. Oh wait, oh shit, no, that's on fucking Friday. My bad. That's on SmackDown. I'll check out SmackDown. All right, that's gonna do it for our 10th episode of NX3. If you've been watching us and following us along, we thank you for watching us. We hope you stick with us all the way through episode 5,000 or forever how long we may do this.
That's a lot.
We are destined to do this forever.
Long time. All right, for Ness, for Chris G, I'm Romeo. Thank you for watching NX3. We'll see you next week for our NXT review NX3. See ya.
So.